There's a famous seaside town called Victor, renowned for fresh air and fun. Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom went there with young Albert, their son. Now some of you know about Albert and the fun that he had at the zoo. His parents were dischuffed about it and wanted to start life anew. Pa heard how they wanted more workers to go to the other side of the earth and work for magnificent wages for only 10 shillings a berth. He gave the mill owner his notice. "You've had problems here," said he, "and the missus and I feel our Albert should live somewhere safe by the sea." Mother felt proper transported at the thought of a life in the sun, in a land without lions and tigers, though the sharks she weren't too set upon. She told all the neighbours about it. They said that they'd go as well, Mike Winterbottom and his missus, and Tom Higginbottom's lass, Nell. They set sail on board Oriana, with numerous shipmates and crew. There were navvies and brickies and clergy, and a zookeeper's family too. The voyage was really relaxing, more like a rest than a trip. Albert had friends and companions. Only 5 of them fell off the ship. The boat docked at 6 in the morning in a place that was called Adelaide. It was summer and dawn was just breaking, and Pa said, we've got it made." After spending some weeks in an hostel, though Ma said that she'd rather not, they were sent to a small town called Victor. It was somewhat like Blackpool, but hot. The promenade was really quite pleasant, with a causeway, a tramp and no pier. They found the fish and chips tasty, but didn't think much to cold beer. The worst thing of all was the weather. The sun always shone far too bright, so every time Father went fishing, he went to an island at night. Albert adored night excursions. The penguins were what he loved best. One time when no one was looking, he smuggled one home in his vest. The penguins was quite nice about it. It didn't get browned off or squeak. But when Mother found Penguin in the bathroom, it pecked her quite hard with its beak. At this Mother got a bit angry and said that she'd drowned the blooming bird. So Albert returned to the island and put Pengy back with his herd. While Albert was playing with penguins, the tide had come in high and deep. The causeway was covered with water. There was no room there even to creep. So brave little Albert decided, even though his breaststroke was poor, he'd take off his vest, tie and jacket and strike out and swim for the shore. When Father came later to find him, he'd been fishing on an island nearby. All he could see was some penguins and young Albert's vest and his tie. Pa goggled in some consternation and cogitated how he'd tell Mum that after escaping a lion, a penguin had swallowed their son. He was stuck on the island some hours yet, and when he got home back again, Mother said to him, "Where's our Albert?" And Pa opened his mouth to explain. But just at that very same moment, the door opened and Nell Higginbottom rushed through, and Mike Winterbottom and his missus shouted, "Come quick and see what's to do." So Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom, not wanting to miss all the fun, raced along down to the harbour, and there on the beach stood their son. "What happened?" asked Ma, proper vexed now, "and why aren't you home in your bed?" "I went for a swim," answered Albert. Ma grumbled, "And Gertrude," she said. The harbour master got animated. That weren't no fun nor no lark. The little lads had an adventure and nearly got ate by a shark. "Peng saved me," piped up little Albert. "When I thought I was going to die, he took a stick with a walrus head handle and he pokes it right in the shark's eye." Then Mother took kindly to Pengy and insisted he stay with her child. All the way on the long voyage, home to Lancashire's Poltonly filed. Albert felt safer in England, and Ma said Ozzy's son made her ill. Mr. Ramsbottom got his old job back, and there was no further trouble at mill.